Hello and welcome to the part 3 of this video series. Okay, in this video series I'll be talking about market structure. Okay, market structure. Market structure is one of the most important um, tools every trader needs to have. Okay, market structure is one of the most important knowledge every successful trader needs to have about the market. So, what is market structure in a layman's word? What's market structure? Market structure just simply means the current state of the market, the structure of the market. Okay, so let me start by what's a trend. Now, what's a trend? A trend simply means the market either moving downwards or moving upwards or moving sideways. Okay, so we have the market can either be in a downtrend or it can be in an uptrend. Okay, and now let me go down to 4 hours time frame. Okay, so um I will do so because I want this class to be um purely purely practicals. Okay, less of talks and just me showing you what I'm trying to say from the chat. Alright, so how do you identify a trend? Okay, the market can either be in a downtrend or the market can be in an uptrend. Okay, so when the market is in a downtrend, the market will be creating series of lower low and lower highs, lower low and lower highs. Okay, create a lower low and create a lower high, and if you notice, when the market is in a downtrend, the previous lower high will be um lower than the next lower low should not break this the next lower high should not break this lower high. Okay, this lower high should not break this lower high. So like price would come, create a lower low and create a lower high, then create a lower low and create another lower high. Okay, but once you find out that the price start breaking the previous lower high, then then you know that there's there is about to be a shift in structure, or market is trying to change direction. Okay, now so what's let me go to the weekly let me go to, let me just I want to follow the syllabus here. Okay, now but I want to show you something. What is market structure? Market structure is just simply looking at plain price and trying to figure out the direction of the market. Now this is step index market, and if you go to the weekly time frame, what are you seeing here, guys? From the weekly time frame, what are you seeing here? The market has been in a downtrend. Can you see what I'm showing you? It has been in a downtrend. All these things are just counter trends. The main trend is a downtrend. All these green candles you are seeing here, they are just pullbacks. The market trying to grab liquidity, trying to kick off sellers, all those amateur sellers or weak hands that are holding this sell. This when you see this long sell candle, and you see this so many days of consolidation, and price keeps on going into negative, you end up closing position and price comes down the long trust. So now let's go to counter and pro trend. What is counter trend and what's a pro trend? A pro trend is the main trend of the market, while a counter trend is the trend is just like a pullback or a short movement of price in the opposite direction. Okay, so the pro trend is the main trend, while the counter trend is just some pullbacks. Okay, now this same ideology, this same thing happened in all time frame, both the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, the daily time frame, and even in smaller time frames. If you go to 1 minute time frame, you can see that there's a pro trend and there's the counter trend. Okay, market is always pulling back to grab liquidity, to accumulate more orders, okay, to kick out weak hands, to if you started selling the market here and you see this pullback, you're so angry that I was in profit and now the market has pulled back. Immediately you closed in loss to start going down backwards again. So the market don't just move in one direction. Okay, so this is just basically about um 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 what's it called, market structure. Okay, so pro trend is the main trend, and pro trends can be gotten from time frames such as 1 hour, 4 hours, okay, and daily, weekly, monthly, higher time frame. That's where you find your pro trend. Then counter trends are pullback. Now most of your trades should come from should be based off pro trends. 90% of your trades should be based off pro trends. Why? Because when you trade following the main direction of the market, your win rate automatically becomes high. Okay, now with your understanding of price action, you can easily study the chart pattern of every pair. Now let's go to volatility 75. Let's go to the volatility 75. Let me just take all this off. Just take all this off. Okay, so now can you see the structure of volatility 75? This is the daily time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Can you see the structure of volatility 75? The market is bullish. The market is bullish. Now this kind of long correction, though, price came back to this area, but I'm not talking about I'm just trying to focus on market structure. Okay, so now what is break of structure? What is break of structure? Break of structure simply means when price breaks a previous high. Okay, let me show you some example with charts. Let me show you a chart example. Okay, now what is break of structure? There was a structure here because the market was ranging here, then the market broke structure here. Can you see this break? So this is a clear break of structure. Okay, the market was previously respecting this area, the market was ranging in this area, then finally broke structure. Okay, then here again, markets came here and started pulling backwards, then it later came back and broke structure. Okay guys, hope you understand what I'm trying to show you. Here again, markets came to this area, then started reversing, then came back again and broke structure to the downside. Okay, can you see it broke structure? This was the break of structure. Okay, here also market was consolidating here and it also broke structure, so that's just break of structure. Okay, so now how do you figure out the market structure of any market? How do you figure out the market structure of any market? Okay, you just simply go to higher time frames, from monthly time frames to weekly time frames. Okay, and you look at what the market has been doing. All right, now this is synthetic indices. All these counter trends, they are enough to blow your account. They are enough to give you huge profits. Okay, so while trading the market, always look at the structure. The first thing you should look at when you open your chart is the structure of the market. If the market is consolidating or the market is um is trending upwards, or if the market is trending downwards, make sure you use your 4 hours time frame and your week and your daily time frame, weekly time frame also. Okay, and also do multi time frame analysis. That's the use of all the time frames to look at market and market structure. All right, so guys, see you in the next video.